I chose to do my TED Talk on metacognition. I settled on this topic for two reasons. The first is that metacognition fascinates me. The second is that metacognition, in my opinion, is underutilized. There's significant research to suggest metacognitive capabilities are one of the greatest factors determining an individual's academic success. As a general rule, students whose teachers actively promote metacognitive development perform better academically. This holds true from kindergarten to grad school. Given how powerful this effect is, I feel obliged for the sake of my students to explore possible applications in a library setting. Before I do that, I think it's important for me to define exactly what I mean when I say metacognition. There are many different definitions. Developmental psychologist John Flavel said metacognition refers to one's knowledge concerning one's own cognitive processes or anything related to them, the learning relevant properties of information or data. For example, I'm engaging in metacognition if I notice that I'm having more trouble learning A than B, if it strikes me that I should double-check C before accepting it as a fact. Webster's dictionary defined metacognition as awareness or analysis of one's own learning or thinking processes. Regardless the definition one uses, metacognition can best be understood as one's awareness of their cognitive processes. It should also be noted that there are foundational metacognitive skills, chief among which are critical and creative thinking. Now that we know what metacognition is, how do we teach it? Well, the research shows that there are two ways to promote metacognitive development. The first is by giving students tasks that require the use of specific metacognitive skills like critical and creative thinking in order to stimulate their development. The second is to explicitly teach metacognition by giving students metacognitive tasks, tasks that ask students to assess their cognitive abilities, like peer and self-assessment. Which leads me back to my guiding question. All the research suggests there are three simple steps any educator can take to promote metacognition. The first is to make metacognition explicit. Tell your students what it is, why it's important, and what it entails. In the library, this can be done using posters, displays, and even pamphlets. The second thing teachers can do to promote metacognitive development is give their students problem-solving challenges with more than one solution. Open-ended tasks are a great way to promote critical and creative thinking. Something as simple as having 3 or 4 makerspace centers with task cards goes a long way towards promoting metacognition. Furthermore, puzzle games, computational thinking challenges, even some board games like chess promote metacognitive development and can be easily implemented in a library learning commons environment. Finally, teachers can promote metacognitive development by using a design thinking model when planning lessons and activities regardless the subject area. Design thinking is a process for creative problem solving, one that is often associated with engineering or engineering challenges. For this reason, it is often restricted to ADST. However, it can be used in any subject area, especially when students are given freedom to select a method of knowledge delineation for themselves. The design thinking model encourages students to approach tasks in a systematic fashion. Students start each activity by defining and operationalizing exactly what they are trying to achieve. They set their own success criteria. They then proceed to the idea-generating stage, during which students explore various ways to achieve their goal. Once they select a strategy, students build a prototype, they complete their project, and finally, they test their creation, a process that can take the form of self-assessment. The planning, problem-solving, and self-assessment components of the design thinking model are ideal for stimulating metacognitive development, easily adapted across the curriculum, and have the added benefit of promoting growth mindset.